Nathan, for the past few days, the phones have been going ballistic on the trading floor.
Yep.
Gold is moving to all-time new highs. We've seen an exponential rally taking place. Yesterday, through the trading session, we started to see a consolidation, potentially an accumulation to continue its rally higher. Or are we starting to see some buyer exhaustion up here for a retracement? What's your thoughts?
It's a great question, Lenny. I mean, this has been an explosive move higher, out of nowhere. Even someone like me, a technical trader who loves gold, didn't see this sudden explosive move going through to all-time highs. It looked like it was technically consolidating, it was going to sit here for a little while until something happened to be able to push it higher. So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, gold has exploded in line with the longer-term trend. The issue I've got, Len, is sometimes, do I really want to be a buyer up here? Is this the moment that gold's going to 5,000 or 10,000? Is this the start? Okay. I've been disappointed over the years as a gold bug many times with gold, meaning it looks like it's the powerhouse. And then as we've seen, for example, around this 2079 level, we had a triple top form over years. All right. And then we got a break through that triple top and it failed back below over the last few months. So those reasons are making me look at this in a more, I guess, biased way as far as we could be seeing exhaustion occur. So what I want to see, what I want gold to prove to me is I want to see that triple top level start to become acting as accumulation or buying support. So that 2079 level, if I can get a pullback to there and I can see it holding, then for me, that's the level where I'll be buying in this continued frenzy of an uptrend. Now, if it doesn't get there, Len, then I'm going to have to look for another level. But right now, that's what I'm wanting to see.
Okay, brilliant. Another tricky question here for you, Nath.
Okay.
Typically what we see is when gold is rallying in the way it is, silver tends to follow suit. However,
That's right.
We're not seeing the buying power flow into the silver market like we are gold. Is there
That's
a
right.
reason for this?
Well, there's a few assumptions being made. So you've got this, whoever these big buyers are, and it could be a whole group of different people, are suddenly buying gold. And like you say, normally there'd be some exposure to silver along with it, but we haven't really seen that at all. So one of the arguments that I've listened to is, could it be central banks now? Central banks around the world could be bolstering their reserves by buying gold. And these same central banks that get paid a lot of US dollars as a reserve currency, are they receiving US dollars and then dumping them by buying gold, okay, and while bolstering their reserve? Is there a sudden distaste to the strength of this US dollar? Are we going to see this US dollar not used as often around the world and or start to really weaken in line with its current economic data that's coming out? And a lot of this data land is coming out very weak at the moment.
Interesting to hear that perspective on silver at the moment. I mean, the big thing that we're all looking forward to now is CPI data tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to drive the price, not only for the US dollar, but how gold's going to relate off these major highs in which it's put in. So really looking forward to that. And I know traders are going to be paying close attention to that data point this evening.
Absolutely. This, Lenny, to me, is a trader's dream. You know, like I've spent many years trading gold where it just seemed to go sideways and do nothing. Right now, we've got stocks at all-time highs. We've got gold and Bitcoin together breaking through to all-time highs. There's talk of interest rate cuts out of the US. So right now, for me, this is technical big wave surfing, and I'm certainly getting excited about how this is going to play out.
Definitely so. We haven't seen market conditions like this for quite some time.
No.
So BTC continuing its push, up towards 76,000 today. In respects to that, gold is hovering around those levels without a harsh pullback as of yet. And then like you mentioned, those US indices should be on the radar. Nvidia fell over $100 on Friday's trading.
Sure.
Yesterday we saw a slight sell-off, but sort of closed there about where it had opened. But that's spilling off into the indices as well. So really excited to see what's to take place over the coming quarter for those markets mentioned here today.
Thank you, Lenny.
Thank you, Nathan.
Can I ask you a question, Lenny?
Of course.
So the conundrum that I've got, and you see this a lot of the time across, trading both fundamentally and technically, is if we end up with inflation starting to ease, and if gold is an inflation hedge, right? Yes, we might get a weaker US dollar, but shouldn't, in a way, potentially we get some weakness in gold? Like, could this just be a level where it kind of does nothing and we could all end up really disappointed?
Potentially so. Could find a happy medium at these levels, and this is what we might see it trade around for the series of the next few months. Who's to know? Gotcha. I wish I had the crystal ball to tell you so, but unfortunately I don't. But all in all, like you said, the technical is going to marry up with the fundamentals. I mean, ultimately, at the moment, if you look at gold from a technical perspective, it's telling you that it's overbought, right? But in regards to that, who's to say it couldn't rally another $100 from here? It's a tricky one to say. So we're going to have to wait, sit back, see how these data points start to reflect, and obviously it's going to amount to some great trading opportunities moving forward, and hence why we're seeing the phones continuously blowing up in the trading desk over the past few weeks.
Yeah, it is busy and people are talking inflation and gold. So right there, Len, that's where I'm seeing where gold's at the moment.
Brilliant. Always love to hear your insightful breakdowns on gold from not only a fundamental but a technical level. And at the moment, if you're a trader out there who's either experienced or new to the markets, you always feel free to join our webinar series for more of an insightful breakdown of both the technicals and fundamentals held by our leading analysts. On top of that, if you have any further questions or you're just wanting to have a general chat about the current market conditions, feel free to reach myself or Nathan. Our emails can be found in the description below, or you're more than welcome to call in on our global line and have a chat with one of our trading specialists.